fuck that. When I finish my written review for this, it's gonna be, I love this game.
First I went to section
God
C.
damn, it needs to stop repeating
That's when I
itself.
grabbed the poison.
It's gotta be
And you
that.
spilled some of the powder on the ground
It
in
has
front
to
of
be
the
that
shelf.
one. I want to double check everything
Yeah.
real quick.
When I grabbed the bottle, I dropped it.
Okay, and then?
I moved from section C
It's
to
that.
section
Oh, shit,
A.
shit. Damn it.
And that's where I switched the powders.
Fuck off.
Once I was done switching that, I put the bottle filled with the protein powder back in section. Then I took the bottle with the poison and left the That's all there is.
Honestly, that's enough. How much longer must we tolerate this?
Yeah. I had it.
First I went to
I
section C.
held Y instead of...
That's when I grabbed the poison.
And you spilled some of the powder.
Yeah. When I grabbed the bottle,
Okay, and then?
I moved from section C to section...
Boom, baby.
No, that's wrong.
Though, why the fuck is Hina lying? That I
You
don't
said
understand.
you went to get the poison from section C, and that's where you spilled the powder, right?
Baka.
Yeah? What about it?
What do you mean?
And after that, you said you moved from section C to section A to get the protein.
Which means your footprints would have been
But the
everywhere.
footprints left at the scene were not moving from section C to section A. That contradicts what you just said.
What?
Then maybe she moved in some weird direction on purpose to disguise her movements?
No, because she just said she didn't know
No,
the powder was
that
there.
can't be it. Remember what Hina just said?
Yeah, she didn't know she'd left a footprint, so why would she obscure it?
What the? Hina, what's the meaning of
Oh,
this?
Byakuya's mad, he doesn't understand.
You lied to us. Plain and simple. If you look at the footprints, your movements in the chem lab are obvious.
You went to shelf A and left shelf A,
The
that's
powder
it.
had already been spilled when you came in, and you went straight to section A. So you never went to section C. Whatever you did there, it only involved section A.
Well, you see...
Yeah, tell us. Hina, please enlighten me.
What the hell? What's going on here?
And the
Uh-oh.
footprints aren't the only problem with her account.
What?
Before I explain that part, I'd like to submit some new evidence.
Now?
New evidence? Impossible, there can't be.
Are you sure? After all, you're the one that gave it to me.
I did?
It was hidden inside the bottle of poison you gave me. I'm amazed you, of all people, would miss such a vital clue.
Oh, she...
A truly grave oversight.
Hold on. She's having way too much fun. Look at the smirk on her face. She's like, oh, Byakuya, Mr. Togami, the ultimate affluent prodigy. You're missing clues? Oh, no. We're gonna take a drink that I just can't find that. Like, I can't find my soda. So, 3, 2, 1, cheers to Kyoko fucking over Byakuya.
Just say it already! What is it you think you found?
I found this.
Glass.
It had sunk to the bottom of the bottle. And the hidden clue was exposed, thanks to you ingesting the powder. I couldn't have solved the mystery without you. So, thank you for that.
But, what is it?
Oh, you still don't realize? Well then.
It must be the glass from the window. Which goes back to my stalker committing suicide, which means the poisoned bottle was inside the room by the protein drink canister that she was drinking the drink out of. Because both of those one had glass on top of it, right?
Makoto, why don't you explain it?
I got it. I knew I needed to work that out of my head. She's like, I just did, like, here's this new piece of evidence. Makoto, go for it.
Fine. If you really do know, explain the meaning of that shard of glass.
I'm almost positive it has to do with the window.
I got it!
And I have 5 hearts again.
It's part of the window from the rec room door, right?
The window?
The window we broke to get in was light blue, just like that. So I think that must be it.
You're right. It must be. Of course, that leads to another question. How did a shard of glass from the window get inside this bottle of poison?
Which was back in the chem lab.
What's so strange about that?
What?
What's strange is that, according to what Hina told us,
Where was it the bottle of poison should have been? It should have been in the chem lab. Right?
Shoot!
What?
What's strange? I got it! The bottle of poison was left on the shelf in the chem lab.
Oh, she
is
left
what
it there
you
by
said,
mistake. That's right. I got confused with the poison part of it.
And yet, somehow a piece of glass from the rec room window
Wouldn't have
made its
mattered.
way into
To
the
be honest,
bottle.
the answer to that wouldn't have mattered in a real life scenario for this.
Everything Hina told us was a lie?
Not everything.
In reality, that bottle of poison most definitely found its way to the rec room. It was there at least until the window got broken. In other words, when the locked room was unlocked. There's no other way to explain the presence of that glass in that bottle.
So Hina picked it up and did the bullshit for the... Wait, what?
And then, once the room was opened, the bottle somehow got moved back to the shelf in the chem lab.
She moved it at that point.
Meanwhile, the protein can we found at the crime scene was planted there. That had to be after the locked room was opened. In other words, after Sakura died.
Wait, hold on. You're moving too fast. I'll grant you, the bottle of poison may well have been in the rec room when it was locked. But how can you say the protein can was put there after the room was unlocked?
Because it was on top of the
We
glass.
already know she was given the protein can with the poison inside, right? If that can wasn't there when she died, how did she get poisoned?
You're right. We do need to explain that.
We could say it in one
But
sentence.
before we do,
Oh my god.
It has to do with the protein can. After Sakura's body was discovered, did anyone move it or trip over it or anything like that?
It's a fair question, actually.
What are you talking about? Is this some kind of loaded question?
Actually, it is.
Not at all. Just answer to the best of your ability.
Well, no, not that I remember.
Yeah, me either.
Not me.
Same here. Yeah, me either.
Okay then, that settles it. That proves that the protein can found its way to the murder scene after the room was opened.
It was on top of the
Come
broken...
on! How can you say that? How can you know what I don't know?
Oh no, because you're an idiot. Well, you're not an idiot. She's just much better at this than you. Okay.
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in there.
Has to do something with the
So
broken
you're
glass.
saying someone planted it there after we got the door open?
No. No, that's impossible. It had to have been in there the whole time. It had to be. It was in there before the rec room was unlocked.
Okay. Do
When
I
it
have...
comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind.
What?
Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying
Wasn't it just that one?
someone planted it there after we got the door open?
And then it's
No.
his, right?
No, that's impossible. It had to have been in there the...
I'm missing something. Hold on. It's not... Do any of these have anything to do with it? It has to be this. It has to be this.
It had to be. It was in there...
Okay.
No, that's wrong.
I wasn't sure if that was necessarily referring to the glass underneath, but now that I think about it, it wouldn't have been referring to anything else.
You remember how there was broken glass scattered all around the room, right?
Of course. It came from the window you broke to get in. What about it?
How are you missing
Well,
this, Tagame?
those pieces weren't just scattered around the protein can. We also found pieces underneath the can.
What?
And this proves it. It shows that the can must have been put down on the floor after the window was broken. So it had to be after we got into the room.
I see. So that's your explanation.
It's right, isn't it?
Kyoko, earlier when you asked if anyone had moved the can or tripped over it,
If that were the case, that would explain the can being on top of the glass.
So you asked everyone about it to eliminate that possibility right out of the gate.
And that's made everything clear, hasn't it? As long as it was a locked room, it only contained the bottle of poison, and not the protein can. But once the room was opened up, they were switched, and as a result, The protein can wound up in the rec room, and the bottle of poison returned to the chem lab.
If that's all true, then why did Sakura drink the poison? I thought we all agreed she was tricked into drinking it because of the protein can.
No, she drank it on her own. But I still don't know what the fuck Hina was doing.
That's not why. The only explanation is she drank it from its original bottle, knowing exactly what it was.
Precisely. She was alone in a locked room. All she had was the poison. What other possibility is there?
You're saying she drank it knowing what it was? Such a ridiculous fiction is...
Exactly what happened.
Yeah, it's the truth.
Then tell us already. Sorry. Please, tell us.
Oh.
Before we get to that, we need to clarify one other thing. We need to establish who exactly got the poison from the chem lab and took it to the rec room.
The first time?
It was Hina, right?
No.
What do you think, Makoto?
No, it was Sakura.
I got it! I think it was Sakura herself.
She committed suicide.
So Sakura, who was apparently murdered, just poisoned herself? What are you talking about? There's no way!
There's no other explanation.
On the contrary, we know for a fact she went to the chem lab, right to the section full of poisons.
And she dropped
You're
the bottle.
lying! Stop lying!
The fuck?
Why? Why would you lie like that?
It's not a lie. Sakura definitely went to Section C. Kyoko already showed me the evidence I need. Now I have to hit Hina with it. I have to make her accept. Oh, oh. God damn it. Okay.
You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling
Hit it.
you,
There it
I
goes.
did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you! You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! Wrong! You're wrong! Do you have any kind of proof Sakura took the poison?
This should prove it.
I did really well right there, guys. I'm super proud of myself.
Hina, did you know that Sakura's foot had a certain yellow powder stuck to it?
It did?
Yep.
It did. The same yellow powder that had been spilled by the shelf in the chem lab.
Is that yellow powder not the
That
poison at
powder
all? I
was
guess
yellow,
not.
wasn't it? So the powder we found on Sakura, what else could it be but the powder from the chem lab?
Wait. So, what was that powder doing on Ogre's foot?
Because she dropped
And
the
it was
bottle.
only on her instep, right?
Sakura must have been standing right there where the powder was spilled. So the person who spilled the powder by the shelf wasn't Hina, but Sakura. And when Sakura dropped the bottle, she dropped it away from where she was actually standing,
Yeah, she didn't need to go to A at all.
which is
because
how
had her
she was
poison.
able to avoid getting it all over herself. But the powder still got scattered around, and some of it must have wound up on her instep.
I like how specific we are about
Is
the
there any
instep.
problem with my thinking?
But why did Sakura pay a visit to Section C in the first place?
To get the
only
poison.
explanation is that she was looking for poison. After all, that's all that section contained.
No! It was me! The poison!
I don't understand.
Because I killed her!
You didn't kill her.
No, you didn't kill her.
She killed herself. The connection between Sakura and the poison, the unsolved mystery of the locked room. There's only one way to explain it. Where is she?
Here's my answer.
I should have picked Chunga.
The
Just
one
out of
who
shits and
killed
giggles.
Sakura was Sakura herself.
What? The killer was Sakura?
Wait, so you're saying it was suicide?
Was.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly.
I can't believe it either. Or rather, I don't want to believe it. But when you really think about it, everything matches up. Sakura went and got the poison. She barricaded herself in a room, and she drank it. All so she could end her own life. And that explains why we couldn't solve the mystery of the locked room.
Because of course...
I got
that was the only one that it could be.
The locked room mystery was created by Sakura.
I'm sure she locked herself in so nobody could stop her from doing what she did.
She didn't mean for it to be a mystery, but... Hina...
She sat there, drank the poison, and breathed her last breath. And the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we came and opened it. At that point, someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it out of the room. And that was you, wasn't it, Hina?
That makes no sense. Why, Hina?
You did it to throw off the investigation, didn't you?
Thank God you're an idiot.
When we found her body, you stayed right there near the door.
Because you already knew she was dead.
Because you already knew
Oh my
Sakura
God.
was dead.
Nice.
And because the bottle of poison had rolled near the doorway.
That's when you picked up the bottle, right? I was too shocked to notice anything, and Kyoko was busy checking the body.
And the more I think about it, the more I realize how unusual your actions were.
So she ran off, and that was to swap out the bottles.
You said you were going to go get everyone else, but your real intention was to go to the chem lab and switch out the containers, wasn't it? Once you were at the chem lab, you headed straight to the section where the protein powder was kept. There, you took the powder and poured it into the bottle of poison you'd grabbed from the rec room. When you left the lab, all you had was the empty protein can. Thinking about it like that, the footprints make perfect sense.
When you were done, you gathered everyone together. And once you were back in the rec room... While everyone else was focused on Sakura, you quietly placed the can on the ground. Honestly, I should have noticed. You should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body.
But you
The
didn't.
Hina I know never would have left her side in a situation like that.
So, Sakura committed suicide. In order to hide this fact, Hina undertook a series of actions to undermine the investigation.
Well, thank God she's an
As
idiot.
long as you could disguise the truth, you didn't care if we blamed you for her death. That's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious evidence, right? The footprints in the powder and the bottle of poison? Vital pieces of evidence, and yet...
So you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura?
No! 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 I killed her! I did it!
If I have to do another fucking
That's enough.
final
Hina.
battle with her or
It's
whatever,
over.
I'm gonna be pissed.
Not! Nothing's over!
It is. Actually, no. You're right. You have to end this properly.
Okay, what we got? The hell is this? Oh, okay, so I see the other guys now. I like how evil he is there. So she went to hide in the locker, right? Right, yeah. Candy. Oh, what's this? It's not that, right? Wait, is it? It had to have been this. Because she attacked with the queen, right? What the hell is this? Shit. No, what? Oh, that's that. What the fuck? Oh, it's just trying to throw me off now. Okay. Ran away. she saw the magazine. She tried to put the magazine away, correct? Toko, well, she must... Seems unnecessary. Yeah, I didn't see the magazine. What am I missing at? Oh, is it this upside down one? It must be. It has to be this one. So she woke up. She passed out. Woke up in the Genocide Jill. Genocide Jill grabbed the queen. And God, Sakura, Jesus Christ, I'm so sorry. I like this. I like this little animation. She got up. I don't know. Filled with despair for life. I don't understand this. It has to be. It has to be this, right? Not sure what this is. This must be Hina shit. We're almost out of clues, actually, so... Okay. Act 6. So we get down here. Someone grabbed it. And then...
The killer is... you!
You! Shut...
This case began when Sakura asked a number of people to meet her in the rec room. Specifically, those people were Hiro, Toko, and Byakuya. But one of them headed out a bit earlier than the others. Toko. She got there one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot.
Oh, I put those in reverse order. Okay, that's simple enough. Okay, so I need to actually head down over here. I guess it's supposed to be. We'll put you here. Come on, nothing easy enough to mistake, right, guys? Come on, you don't hate me, right?
The killer is you!
You! Come on.
Well,
There it is, nice, okay.
and she found it. She crawled into the locker to get out of sight.
Dun dun dun!
Then, from inside the locker, she saw Sakura enter the room. Next to arrive was Hiro.
Piece of candy?
When he got there, he mistakenly thought Sakura was going to try to kill him, so he panicked. Without thinking, he grabbed a nearby Monokuma bottle and attacked Sakura with it. Thinking he'd killed her, he hastily began covering up his crime.
God, it would have been so easy. I wish he had killed her.
He took a magazine from the table and forged a dying message from Sakura. To that end, he wrote down a name.
Toko Fukawa.
Toko. By writing her name, he was hoping to pin the murder on her.
Oh, we already saw the dying message work once.
But of course, Toko had witnessed the whole thing. So as soon as the coast was clear, she jumped out of the locker and hid the magazine on the shelf with all the others.
But like an idiot.
But in her rush, she made one little mistake.
Little?
She put the magazine back upside down.
If she had put it back right side up, I don't know if we would have had enough evidence to be able to get to that second stage where we were accusing her of doing it before we could get from her to Asahina, you know?
Soon after, she watched as Sakura slowly opened her eyes. She also saw the blood dripping off Sakura's head and fainted. This caused her personality to switch back over to Genocide Jack. When she woke back up, her second personality also saw the blood-soaked Sakura, and she freaked out. And just like Hiro, she grabbed another Monokuma bottle and attacked her. This explains why there were 2 wounds on Sakura's head. Assuming Sakura really was dead this time, she set about disposing of the evidence. She gathered up the broken Monokuma bottle shards and the queen chess piece.
It would have been smarter to get rid of all of the bottle shards and the Monokuma chess piece bottle altogether.
And that explains how Sakura was attacked twice with the same type of weapon. But even after those 2 blows, she was still alive.
But she's like, I don't give a fuck.
So then, what was Sakura's actual cause of death? It was the poison that Sakura herself got from the chem lab. She turned the rec room into a true locked room scenario, and then drank the deadly mixture. And there, she took her final breath. Later on, the rest of us discovered that her body was in there. We had to smash the door's window to get inside. But someone already knew what had happened, knew that she had committed suicide. And that same someone quietly snatched the bottle of poison from off the ground.
I still don't understand the rationale behind it, though. And that's what's bothering me.
And while nobody was looking, replaced it with an empty protein can. They did all this specifically to place all the suspicion on themselves, in an attempt to guide the trial to a false conclusion. And the one who went to all that effort was you, Hina.
I like this dynamic here, because normally it's us looking accusatory at somebody. And here, she's sobbing, and we're pretty sure almost crying. But she didn't commit the murder.
That's the full truth of the case. Sakura took her own life.
I'm not really quite sure why. Other than thinking that people are assholes and weren't going to forgive her for being the spy.
And you claim to be the killer to hide that fact. Isn't that right?
I don't know why she would do that. You risk killing us all.
That's
What happened? But, Makoto, how did you...
I'm better than you. Fuck off.
How did you manage to... How were you able to uncover the truth that even I couldn't discern?
Huh? Oh, well, I mean...
Hey, Kyoko.
You still haven't realized? We don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams. That's what makes us so complicated.
No, but you act according to those. You just aware that most people don't.
That's what you don't understand. And that's why you couldn't solve this case.
Because Hina acted... I don't know why. There's no logical reason for why she did what she did, and that's the problem here.
See? Didn't I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings, it'll always come back to bite you in the end.
But Kyoko has no feelings, so it doesn't matter. That must be case conclusion. Thank God. Ha! Hey, perfect. What? Oh, I have today. Put all those Monokuma coins. Can buy more gifts for all 6 of us.
Okay. I think we can all
Monokuma
agree
didn't say
you
a
made your point.
single thing that time.
Did you guys forget already? You still haven't voted yet.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You seriously forgot?
Like, seriously, for totes, for show.
I can feel my energy draining out of me.
Fuck off,
Well,
Monokuma.
whatever. Maybe you don't want to.
Whatever.
So,
Okay.
will you? What's it got?
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.